Once there was a kingdom named Shursen, which was ruled by the king named Chitraketu. He had conquered the whole earth. The king was so powerful that all kinds of food, fruit, and vegetables were produced by them. The people were so prosperous and happy, they considered the king as another god. Chitraketu never lacked any kind of wealth and opulence. With his valor and bravery, he had also won the hearts of many beautiful women. In all, Chitraketu had 1 crore queens. But in spite of all this, he was childless, and that made him worry a lot. One day, Prajapati Angira Rishi had set out to visit the 3 worlds, and he accepted hospitality in the palace of Chitraketu. Seeing his sad face, even after having everything with the king, Brahmarshi asked him the reason for this. Chitraketu replied,
O Munivar, even as all the fragrant flowers of the entire creation together cannot satisfy the hunger of a hungry man, similarly, all these opulences do not end the sorrow of a childless father. To a hungry man, just as food is needed, in the same way, O Rishi Shresht, take away this pain of mine by giving me a son.
The far-sighted sage Angira knew that there is no happiness of a child in the fate of Chitraketu. But in front of his stubbornness, the Brahmarshi was compelled. Rishi Angira organized a yajna and gave blessed water, which resulted from the yajna to the king's eldest wife, Kritdyuti. And after a few days, Kritdyuti gave birth to a very beautiful son. The happiness of the first child was more enjoyable than conquering the heavenly world for Chitraketu. And there was a festive atmosphere in the whole kingdom. But this happiness was not supposed to last long. Ever since Queen Kritdyuti had given birth to Rajkumar, the king started spending time taking care of her. Seeing this, the rest of the queens started burning in the fire of jealousy. Their hatred increased to an extent that they considered the child to be the reason for the unfair treatment. And one day, in a fit of anger, they poisoned the little prince. And by the time Kritdyuti came to know about this, it was too late, as the prince had already died. When parents witness the dead body of their son, their condition will be the same as that of King Chitraketu and Queen Kritdyuti. Both were crying bitterly, cursing their fate. After a while, Chitraketu fell down unconscious. Seeing this condition of the king, Angira sage and Devarshi Narad himself came to Chitraketu from heaven and started explaining to him.
O king, this mortal body is only like a clay puppet from which its soul has passed away. That soul with which you were so attached to only for a few moments. Neither did you know him in your previous life, nor will you know in one to come. Therefore, this sorrow is false. Rajan, as everything that stays with you only for a few moments, this sorrow will also go away. Therefore, it is useless to lament over it,
said Devarshi Narad.